restaurant cafes because it's peaceful. Like, I have coffee. And I was down here with my boyfriend, and I saw this girl. She was doodling in a coffee shop. And I went up to the window and I started looking. I'm like, I'm being weird, but I don't care. And when I looked in, I saw everyone was like just drawing on their laptops. I'm like, I belong here. Because when I do it like where I live, I just feel weird. This book is where I sketch. And it gives me a picture of what I want. And then this book is where, like, if I have an idea where I'm drawing, I just write it real quick. So like, if I start writing something and I want to picture how it would look, I would start drawing. Then if I was drawing something and I wanted to put it into words, I would start writing. It's a strange process, it's a weird process. So today I thought Rebel should have a before story. Because I thought I should tell their high school lives and a little of their personal lives so people can understand why and not just think, oh, she crazy. Rebel was a straight C student, solid C's. Because at first she didn't care. The one thing that she liked about school was criminal justice class. Because I thought, why not make her story start from when my story started? Even writers should think about the type of story I want they love. Part of me does it strike and how the transition of turning the short story into the comic, it was long. While I was doing it, I was just thinking like, man, I did not know it was gonna be this much work. Cause I really wanted it to come to life and I really wanted to give him, the artist, a clear visual of what to do. So it was kind of a learning process while I was writing the script.
All right, I'm gonna give you a bunch of help sheets. I created these a long time ago. This is the character profile sheet, so it's like your name, or like that can be a superhero name or whatever, like or nickname. Superpowers or like, superpowers can also mean like things that they're good at. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. This person can jump rope better than anybody in the world. That can be technically like a superpower. You see what I'm saying?
Elgin, he taught me the breakdown of the comic book script, really. He showed me his character profiles from his comic and how I should describe Rebel and Danny. And Elgin is like my comic book Yoda, because he helps me use the Force.
Just hearing the story of what she wanted to do with Rebel, I thought it was just really perfect, you know? She already kind of like had a good structure of like a comic right off the back. And I just liked how dope about like just how raw like the language was, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, this is, okay, word up.
So in particular, this is how this comic book came about. This character's name is Choi, right? So I grew up in St. Louis and I was dealing with my parents being divorced. For me, when I was in kindergarten, I was a very violent child. Like I used to fight all the time.
I remember when I met Elgin that I was like, this is the type of friend I want. Like he was cool and bubbly and like, I never had a friend that I could talk to about comic books. I'm like, this is like the friend I always wanted.
Then when I went to college at SAIC, the School of Arts Institute, Chicago, their Korean population is about 30%. And so one of the dudes that I met was this dude named Choi, right? And I was like, man, you're really cool looking. So this character is based off of me and a little bit of Choi's facial personalities. I wanted to research more about the comic because I loved it so much, so I actually went to Korea for a study abroad trip to actually see like what Korean culture was really, really like, you know?
I don't do or teach anything that I haven't done myself. And I think especially with working with young people of color is like, I need you to show me. I need to know that it's real and that it exists. If I don't believe that, then I ain't gonna do it. I see a lot of people rapping. I see a lot of people being athletes. So that look like me. So I'm gonna do that because that's what's been shown.
What I would do is I grab like a little notebook and like I knew I wanted to have these two panels together right here, and then I wanted like an open shot here, cause like it's almost like thinking about a movie, you know? It's like so.
From Elgin, I learned you can be different, cause a lot of people expect certain things from certain people, but you can't really stereotype Elgin. Like, you could tell he's a weird person, but it's a good weird.
I'm gonna show you what the real Choi looks like. You're gonna be like, oh Lord. He's silly. So, this is the real Choi.
Oh, I can see it. His hair is crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, that's a cool looking dude.
Panel 24. Why shove Rebel in her tray? Rebel looks very pleased with her Jell-O monster. Danny is forking her salad. John has a face full of burgers. Rebel. Okay, it's time to get serious. This is it, but it's not. Ready? Creative writing, the reader is the person who sees it. But with comic books, the artist is the person who sees it, so the reader can see it. With short story, you could just say Danny and John pulled up to pick up Rebel in the pickup truck. With the script, I had to say what color the truck was, I had to say what type of truck it was, I had to say like how it's positioned, just what's going on in the picture. The artists don't know what I'm thinking, so I have to tell them what I'm thinking, like a director.
We live in a world where you only see the final product. You don't really see how the process to get to a certain space. But we celebritize things and people so much that we just think, well, I gotta be that good right now. And if I'm not that good right now, then I might as well not even do it. It's not about that. It's about how well you follow the process.